I have a bowl here with that's full of water. This is hot water, and here are the corn husk, and these have a lot of them, maybe about 40. This is a pretty good size you want to get, and there are different ones, but I like this kind of corn husk. So what you're gonna do is that these are pretty clean. Sometimes they would have, because they do this with the corn, sometimes they have hairs and you have to wash them. But this time they don't have nothing, so I'm just gonna put them here in the hot water, and I'm gonna soak them. And you want to do this about 2 hours before you start making your tamales, so that when you start making them, they're gonna be soft. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you how to make a quick rajas con queso tamales. Okay, because there are very different ways of doing them, but this is a quick one, and this is the one I like the most. I have here one of the best cheeses I like, which is Munster cheese. This is so good for tamales, you're not gonna believe it. If you cannot find Munster cheese, you can use Chihuahua cheese. You can use a cheese that melts. Okay, just cut pieces of it. You're gonna need a tablecloth or something so that you can put it in here to put your tamales. Here are the corn husk, which is already, I already took it out of the water and gave them a rinse, and they are already soaked. Okay, so just want you to see the whole thing, you know. Here is the masa, which I made the recipe. If you want to see how to make it, I'm gonna post a link right here. Okay, so here's the masa. It's in a good consistency. This is a good consistency. It's not hard, it's not too soft, it's a nice one. So you're gonna take your spoon and you're gonna spread it like this. You know, it's not that hard. You just have to kind of work it out and practice. The corn husk has two sides. This is the rough side, this is the wrong side, and this is the soft side. So this is the side you want to use for spreading the masa. And for this quick rajas con queso, it's so quick. You just take a piece of cheese, okay, that I love, Munster cheese. You're gonna take jalapenos, the amount that you like. You can add just a tiny piece if you don't like it so spicy. And I'm gonna take some epazote leaves. Okay, this is fresh epazote. This is gonna give it an amazing flavor to your tamales, trust me. If you cannot find it in fresh, you can also use the dry ones, but it's not gonna taste the same, trust me. The fresh one is much better. So a fresh epazote, and that's it. You're just gonna fold your tamale in this way, the other way around, and hold it from here and close it like this. And here is your tamale. And I'm gonna move this out of the way, and you're gonna place your tamales right here. You could kind of put a lot of them in that little space. Okay, now I'm gonna make a red one. It's the same thing, no matter what sauce you're using, it's the same thing. Okay, you're just gonna take your masa. You're gonna take your corn husk. It has to be a good size. You know, like this one, this is too small, and it's just like about an inch or two more, but this is too small. When you have small pieces, what you can do, I'm gonna break this one just so that you can see it. When you have, let's say you want to make tamales and you run out of corn husks and you have all these little pieces, well, you can take these two and put them on top of each other. In the, like I told you, the rough side is the wrong side, and the soft side is the place where the masa goes. Just take them like this. Take your masa and spread it. Okay, and you're gonna have, I mean, if you run out of corn husks, or if you just don't want to throw them away, just put them in top of each other like that. And you're gonna take here is my red sauce. Just take a spoon, like that amount is good, and close it like the other one. just one side, the other side, and the bottom. And this way you can have them here. You could just put them on top of each other. You can put you can use maybe, you can put maybe like 6 or 8 there, and then on top of that you can put 7 and then 6 and 5 and like that, like a pyramid. I'm gonna make you a the sweet tamale recipe, but that's gonna be different, you know, cause that's a different recipe. That's not like this. This is a, this recipe has salt, and the other one is sweet, so it has sugar, and so that's another dough, another ingredients. So that I'm gonna make it separate in the future. So let me give you another tip. But let's say you want to make a tamale that is just cheese, you know, for the kids. The kids are gonna love it, trust me. Okay, so you're gonna spread your corn husk with masa. You're gonna take whatever thing you wanna put in. Let's say in this case it's just cheese. So how are you gonna identify it? Well, it's very easy. You're gonna take, I'm gonna put it right here. You're gonna take a piece of one of the other corn husk. You're gonna cut it, and you're gonna make a knot here. Okay? Now, this way you know which is which. So, whenever I take them out, I'm gonna know that these ones that are marked like this are just cheese tamales. The red ones and green ones, they're no problem because you could see. You could see here in the bottom what color it is. But sometimes, you know, there are so many flavors that we make. So this is one of the ways we identify them. Okay, as you can see, I already finished making all of my tamales. This is this is the way I told you can lay them out so that you could have a lot of them in a little space. And here are my corn husks. These ones I didn't use them, so I'm gonna dry them out again, and I can use them for next time. You don't have to throw them away, you can reuse them. Okay, here I have my tamale pot, or I don't know what it's called, but this is a big pot, and it has you just have to fill it out with water to the level that you could see there where the level is. You put this thing on. Here you can see that the water is barely to the level in here, and in this little hole it's just barely there. Don't put more water than this level because then you're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna take about 2 tamales and I'm gonna place them here in the pot. Some people place them like this, you know, like this, but if you have like a green or a red tamale, the stuff is gonna go out. Even with the cheese one, the cheese is gonna come out, and you're gonna have a big mess. So just place all of your tamales like this, and be careful. You can also just kind of divide this in sections, and you could put your cheese ones here, your red ones here, the green ones here, and this way you can know where they are. Okay, I have put them all in here, and be careful when you do that because you want to make sure the tail is folded, okay? Because otherwise, if the tail is not folded, when the tamales are cooked and you pull them out of here, the inside is gonna come out. So make sure all of your tails are folded in a way, okay? So I don't know if you can see this one. The tail is folded, and all of them are the same way. You just make sure of that, and try to take your time to place them so that you don't have problems later. Okay, here I have my pot in the stove, and I'm gonna tell you something. I lost the lid of this, okay? I lost it. I don't know where it is, but it might be in the garbage because my kids lose everything. So what I did is I cover it with foil, and you have to make sure it's very tight. Even though you have the lid on, you have to cover it with foil anyway. So I kind of put like 3 layers of foil here so that the steam don't escape this pot. I'm gonna turn this on in a medium heat, okay? And as soon as you listen that the water is boiling, you're gonna lower it to low heat, because this is gonna be here for 1.5 hours. So you don't want your water from the bottom of this pot running out, because then you're gonna have a problem again. So just make sure whenever you hear, let's say maybe in about 20 minutes this water is going to start boiling. So when it does, you're going to see the steam coming out. And you just lower the heat to low heat and let it there for 1.5 hours. What I know is that if you come every 30 minutes and you uncover this pot every 30 minutes, every 10 minutes, your tamales are not going to cook. So just leave it its time, leave it there for 1.5 hours. Do not uncover them, and you will see your tamales are gonna be cooked. If you have an express pot, do the same thing. Fill it up with some water, and you're gonna have tamales in 30 minutes if you have an express pot, okay? One of the other secrets that tamale makers do, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they freeze the tamales, okay? So let's say you made a lot of tamales, you made like 100 of them, and you're not gonna think you're gonna finish them. What I do is that I put the tamales inside plastic bags and I tie them up real good. You could put maybe 2 or 3 plastic bags so that you know, they don't get damaged with the freezer. And you can leave the tamales there for about 6 months and they're gonna be good, trust me. So whenever you want to do your tamales next time, just take them out of the freezer, let them defrost for about an hour, and then you can cook them. And sometimes I think they taste much better. I don't know why. So I'm gonna leave this cook, and when it's done, I'm gonna show you the results. Okay? Okay, so time has passed. I'm gonna turn off the stove, and really careful, I'm gonna open it up. As I told you, I lost my lid, so I'm just gonna take out the foil. And look at that. Can you see that beauty over there? Those are real tamales. Okay, so to see if your tamales are ready, you're gonna take one out. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, now, so I have taken one of the tamales, and to see if the tamales are cooked, you just need to pull the corn husk away from the tamale like this. And if it comes out easily, like this one did, that means it's ready. But if it sticks to the corn husk, it means it's a little bit raw. So just leave it a little more time in there. And make sure, if you're going to leave them for a little more there, just make sure you have enough water in the pot so that you don't burn them, okay? So I'm gonna try it. This is one of my favorite cheese tamales. And here is, oh my god, here is a monster cheese coming out of here. And this is so good. I wanna try it. Delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Give it a try, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel so that you can be updated when the new videos come out. So see you next time.